of pipbucks and cutie marks. If I'm going to tell you about the adventure of my life, explain how I got to this place with these people, and why I did what I'm going to do next, I should probably start by explaining a little bit about pipbucks. What is a pipbuck? A pipbuck is a device worn on a foreleg just above the hoof, issued to every pony in a stable when they become old enough to start work. A blending of unicorn pony magic and science, your pipbuck will keep a constant measure of your health, and even help administer healing poultices and other medicines, track and organize everything in your saddle packs, assist in repairs, and keep all manner of notes and maps available at a hoof tap. Plus, it allows you to listen to stable broadcasts whenever you would like, as it can tune into and decrypt just about any radio frequency. And that's not all. A pony's pipbuck generates an EFS, Eyes Forward Sparkle, that will indicate the direction and help gauge whether the ponies or creatures around you are hostile. And perhaps most impressively, a pipbuck can magically aid you in a fight for brief periods of time through the use of the SATS, Stable Tech Arcane Targeting spell. Oh, and a feature not to be forgotten. It can keep track of location of tagged objects or people, including the wearers of other pipbucks. So if a pony somehow got lost, don't ask me how you can get lost in the stable, but it does happen on occasion, then any pony who knew the lost pony's tag could find them instantly. It can even be made to glow like a lamp. So yes, pipbucks really are a testament to unicorn pony arcane science, and yes, having a pipbuck is a big advantage. So, with how wonderful and miraculous all that just sounded, it's hard to impress upon ponies who never lived in a stable just how ordinary, how pedestrian a pipbuck was in the eyes of the ponies living in Stable 2, and why I was disappointed to have one as my cutie mark. Every pony in Stable 2 had a pipbuck. All that stuff I mentioned, most ponies don't even use half of that. They just use it to tune into the stable broadcasts, listen to the sweet, sweet voice of Velvet Remedy in the evenings, or the latest school singing competitions during the day. The stable had 2 soccer leagues, one which allowed SATs, and one which prohibited it. Otherwise, most ponies paid their pipbucks almost no attention at all. The overmare issues each pony their own pipbuck on the day of their cutie mark party, usually a day or two after you get the mark on your flanks, and tells every pony what makes you special, what you are destined to be good at. Once it shows, the overmare knows what work to assign you. You know your place in the stable. So no, I was not thrilled that what made me special was something that every pony had, which is a lot like being told I wasn't special at all. Sure, getting a pipbuck as my cutie mark could have meant I was destined to become some awesome pipbuck repair filly or something like that, but in reality, it was like getting a cutie mark of a cutie mark. Didn't help that I was the last pony to get her cutie mark. Not surprising in retrospect. Kinda tough to find out what you're supposed to be good at, when what you're supposed to be good at is something you don't get until you found out what you're supposed to be good at. So I tried everything. I even tried to invent new things. As a unicorn pony myself, my innate magics allowed me a fine level of manipulation that earth ponies did not enjoy. Any pony can hold a key in their mouth and open a lock, but using multiple tools is a very delicate operation. That requires precision levitation, so I decided to learn to pick locks with a bobby pin and a screwdriver, and I was getting pretty good at it. Unfortunately, didn't give me my cutie mark. It just got me in trouble. I even, to my humiliation, went through the CAT, Cutie Mark Aptitude Test, in hopes it would guide me to what made me special. But no, my cat was utterly average, and only marginally higher scores in a couple areas, indicating that I might be suited for work as a pipbuck technician or a stable loyalty inspector. 2 options, I should note, that were even less impressive when you consider that it was generally expected that unicorn ponies would go into either technical or administrative work. That is, except the unicorn ponies who are natural artists, like Velvet Remedy. As I said before, our inherent magic allows us a sort of fine manipulation that technical work demands. Likewise, the overmare and her government were always unicorn ponies. It is the overmare's unicorn magic, after all, that creates the false sunlight used to grow our underground apple orchard. And while our apples may not look like those beautiful red things in the old books, they are what keep us alive. It was only because they let me try my hooves at both positions that I gained access to a pipbuck before receiving my own. Otherwise, I might never have gotten my cutie mark. Oh, my name is Little Pip. Go figure. I was given the name because I was the youngest and smallest, and even my mother had the good sense not to call me Pipsqueak. Not that I don't love her, But when a Philly's cutie mark is a glass of hard apple cider... Anyway, funny how names like that turn out sometimes. Pleased to meet you. Here's my story.